Okay, so before when I was explaining easier ways to do Guile's flash kick ultra, it was this weird crescent moon motion backwards. But when I was explaining the crescent motion, I just made up that word. I was referring to tiger knee motion. That's what it's really called, and which I'm going to explain right now. Now the tiger knee motion is called tiger knee motion because that was the actual input for Sagat's tiger knee back in the classic Street Fighter 2 titles. It was a kind of difficult motion, but it was down, down, forward, forward, and then up, forward, kick, which is odd for Street Fighter titles. There wasn't very many motions like that. And the point of the motion now is that it allows you to do air moves as early as possible off the ground. The reason it works is because you're buffering the move just before you press up forward or up back, and then you input the command, the last button, and then it'll basically, you've just inputted the jump and then the move will come out immediately after the jump begins. So you'll be very low to the ground when you're doing air moves when you're standing. Okay, so I'll show a quick example here. Akuma, I'm just going to try to jump and just do an air fireball as fast as I possibly can. And, you know, it's pretty low to the ground, but when you're using the tiger knee motion with it, so I'll go down, down, forward, forward, then up, forward, punch. When I do that sliding motion, it'll be very low, so just watch. See how low that was? So basically, I'm inputting the fireball motion, but just before I end it, I press up, forward, and punch, and then the game will input the jump, and then the punch comes out, and then the fireball will come out. Now, there's not too many characters that benefit from this, in Street Fighter 4 in particular, but tiger knee motion is used in all fighting games. And there are some good characters in this game that can benefit from it. Now, Akuma in particular, he can have a setup where he can knock the opponent down and then do an instant air fireball or tiger motion fireball, and you know, he can come up with a block string setup or a mix-up. Now that was just a tiny example. You can use the instant air fireball if they're knocked down for an ambiguous cross-up or just block pressure in general. Now, the tiger knee motion, like when people refer to something as do a tiger knee motion, it doesn't necessarily mean the exact motion that I showed you before. Anything that has to do with sliding from any direction to up forward or up back is basically a tiger knee motion. So one example is with Viper here. So she has her burn kick and then she has her air burn kick. If you crouch with her for just a second and then do a tiger knee motion backwards and press kick, she'll do the burn kick very shallow. So watch. Here's her normal burn kick, and then here's the one with crouching using tiger knee motion. Now I can just keep repeating it, and you'll see the difference here. And this is used for her cross-ups with her burn kick. So I'm going to show that same setup again, but with a normal burn kick, just normal off the ground burn kick. As you can see, the burn kick doesn't cross over. Okay, so another example using tiger knee motion, you can do air ultras very, very close to the ground. So what you do is, you first do the first motion of the ultra, so one quarter circle forward, and then the second quarter circle forward will be the tiger knee motion, and then 3 kicks with again. So this is the method how to do Dalsim's instant yoga teleport. What you do is you first input forward or back, depending on what teleport you want to do. In this case, I want to do a back teleport. You press back, and then you do the tiger knee motion backwards. Now, since you press back first, you're buffering the uppercut as you're going into the air. So what it looks like is this. And you'll be very low to the ground. And the point of this is that you'll be able to do an aerial move with Dalsim instantly after the teleport. Now this could be used defensively when Dalsim's trying to use these attacks while running away, or he can be used for combos too, since you can begin with an aerial attack. The last example I'll show is with Cami, and that's doing her instant cannon strike. To do it, you go quarter circle back, and then up forward kick. Now, with her normal cannon strike, it can only be done when you're doing a forward jump, but her EX can be with any jump. So the Tiger Knee motion could be back or forward, but with the EX and with the normal one, it has to just be forward. I'll show a quick example what I mean. So with the normal one, I'll have to go quarter circle back and then up forward kick. So look like this. And then with the EX, I could just go Tiger Knee motion backwards and just do it like that. So it's a lot easier with the EX version, obviously. Now, as you can see, obviously it's good for building up bar really fast. It's also good for combos, and it's especially good for throw baiting. For example, so that was an example of a throw bait. Usually after a cannon strike, it's a good opportunity to go for a throw. But if the opponent goes for the throw and you do an instant cannon strike, you can set up for a combo.
Lock on! Shadow strike! Finish!
Okay, I just changed the camera angle a little bit here just to see if it's going to be a little easier for you guys to see my hands while I'm doing this. But I'm going to explain kara throws now. Or some people pronounce it kata throws. Kata in Japanese means empty. It's used in a lot of fighting games. It's used in a lot of Street Fighter games. And basically it's canceling animations of things, and it's kind of like combining two moves together to make another move, basically. That's probably the best way I could explain it right now. Now, a very familiar kara cancel in Street Fighter 4 is kara throwing. Now, kara throwing is pretty character specific. You know, a lot of characters have them, but some aren't really that good and some are much better. Ken's got the best kara throw in the game, and basically what it does is it makes the range of your throw much bigger than normal. So look at Ken here and look how far away he is from Guile, and this is, I'm just going to try to throw him and I'm obviously out of range. But using kara throw, I can just toss him from really far away. Now this creates a lot of excellent setups for Ken in particular. Okay, so let me explain how it works. So to do Ken's kara throw, you want to cancel his forward medium kick into the throw. So what's happening is, okay, look at Ken's forward medium kick. Notice how he lunges forward as he's doing it. What you want to do is you want to cancel it right when Ken's moving forward before his leg even comes out, and then you throw. So what's happening is you're combining these two moves together. So you're using the forward medium kick's lunging animation, and then you're throwing. So it's like Ken's stepping forward really fast and throwing, basically. Now, obviously you have to do this very, very fast because you have to do it before Ken's leg sticks out. Okay, so to do it, there's two steps. Step 1, forward and medium kick. So forward medium kick, and then step 2 is throw. Now, what you want to do is you have to do it very, very quickly, almost at the same time. And so you want to kind of pivot your hand. So this is how I personally do it. People have different ways of doing it, but this is how I personally do it. I put my middle finger on the medium kick button, and then I press forward and medium kick at the same time, and then I pivot, and then I hit the throw button with my index and thumb. So I'll just show you like in slow motion, I guess, and I'll just gradually go faster. Now, you'll know if you did it correctly. Here, let me scramble the inputs a bit. Okay, look at the inputs on the top left of the screen. That's the exact input for the kara throw for Ken, specifically. So you'll know if you're doing it right if you see that exact input. The jab, medium kick, jab, short, medium kick at the top with the forward. So once again, for Ken, you just hit the forward medium kick and then you roll your hand to the left. This is the way I do it, and then you just hit it very fast. So as you can see when you're whiffing the kara throw, Ken just slowly starts to walk closer and closer to the opponent. So that's what it just looks like. if someone was trying to do it on you. Okay, so what are some proper applications where you can use this? Well, one of them is simply throwing your opponent and then act like you're walking out of the range of the throw and then throwing him again. So, like this.
See ya. See ya.
It could be really annoying for the opponent because what they're going to start doing, if you keep doing that, they're just going to start mashing on throw. Now, Kara throw it's not super special where, you know, you can't tech it. They can still tech it even when they're out of range normally. If the person presses throw when you press it, when you do the Kara throw, they're going to tech it normally just like any other throw. But since people start to panic because they're not really sure of the range where you can throw them, you can take advantage of that by baiting a throw. You can, I don't know, you can trip them when you're outside the range, because what's going to happen is you're going to be outside range like this, and if they press throw, they're just going to be vulnerable, and you can trip them, you can uppercut them, and then FADC just to hit confirm it, and you know, it's pretty funny when you start abusing it and you watch average players try to stop it. You could do block strings. You can just walk up to him and hit him a few times while he's blocking, and then to your out of range and just throw him, so like this.
See ya.
And that could be really frustrating for the opponent too. Okay, I'm just going to show one more character, Vega. His Kara throw is a standing roundhouse into throw. So what you do is you just, like, once again, I put my pinky, or not my pinky, my ring finger on hard kick, and then I pivot to the throw. So just watch the range. So I'm not going to go through every single character and just show you every character's Kara throw. To be honest, I don't even know what every character's Kara throw even is. But what it is you want a move with a lot of startup. Anything that makes you move forward, a command normal, and then you want to cancel into a throw. So, you know, not too many characters have this. So you guys can do me a favor, if you guys know your character's Kara throw, and if it's even remotely useful, go ahead and make a comment, and if I see them when I'm reading on the YouTube thing, I'll just put it right in the description. Okay, so another Kara example is using Sagat's forward light kick or forward hard kick and cancel into a special. You don't have to just use throws. Okay, so you can Kara his uppercut after a forward light kick, so I'll show you the range.
Uppercut.
It's much further, and what you're doing once again is you're doing his forward light kick, and you notice how Sagat is moving forward before he does the kick, and you're just canceling the animation of him moving forward into the uppercut, combining them both. Now to do it, it's pretty easy since it takes him a long time before his kick comes out. You got a lot of time to do it. So I just press forward with my thumb, forward and light kick at the same time like this, and then I just instantly just do the uppercut motion as fast as I can.
Uppercut.
Now you can also use his forward hard kick. It's a lot faster, and it still has good range, but it's a lot harder to do because when Sagat does his forward roundhouse, he kicks much sooner. So you have to do it very quickly. So I'll show an example of that.
Uppercut.
You can also Kara his forward short kick into his fireball, so it looks like this. You can also Kara cancel Makoto's command grab with forward light kick. This is extremely hard to do. This is how I personally do it. I go forward light kick with my thumb, and then my ring finger is resting on the roundhouse button or the hard kick button, and then you go forward light kick, and then you move from back, down back to back, and you press roundhouse with the ring finger. So you have to do it very, well, I wouldn't say too fast, but you have to hear the sound of my hand doing it. So this greatly increases the range of her command throw. Now I'm not going to show every Kara cancel in the game, but if you guys want, you guys can post in the comments and I can put in the description and we can just list them all. Don't be discouraged if you guys can't do this right away. It requires a lot of muscle memory and a lot of timing, a lot of practice. So just don't be discouraged and just keep practicing.